Healing isn't about fighting your symptoms, it's about teaching your nervous system safety. You and your body, you're on the same team. You aren't fighting each other, you're helping each other.
I recently had an eye flare, and it's the first eye flare I've had where I felt like I was finally in control of my body, so I figured I'd make a video about how I coped with it. It was a physical flare from IPL, so I did make sure to rest my eyes using cold chamomile tea bags to help the inflammation. But the nervous system does influence the perception of pain, so the mind-body techniques that I've been talking about on my page do still apply when it's a physical trigger. The most important thing is reducing the fear around the symptoms that you're having in general. So I usually get panic attacks whenever my eyes hurt because I just have really bad PTSD from it all. And what helps me is sitting with that anxious feeling for about a minute, and then I tell myself that everything is okay, that this flare is temporary. I've gotten over so many flares in my life and this flare is no different. But also I tell myself that my brain is perceiving danger. It's most likely amplifying the symptoms that I'm getting. I'm basically speaking to myself the way that you'd comfort a child who's really, really scared. Another thing that would reduce my fear and help my panic attacks a lot is positive visualization. So your brain doesn't know the difference between what's imagined and what's real. So you can use that to your advantage, basically. I would imagine a white light swirling around my eyes and thinking to myself that this white light is healing my eyes. I'd literally imagine the cells in my eyes absorbing this white light and me immediately feeling better.
This would immediately calm my body down because my brain thinks that this white light is happening in real life. Ultimately, the goal is to become indifferent about the symptoms that you've been having, and I did this with somatic tracking, but also living my life. I think living your life as normally as you can is the most important thing, because that's how you reach indifference. If you teach your eyes that your eye pain is a safe sensation and you're also reinforcing that by living your life, you are teaching your brain in real time that there's no point in the brain making these pain sensations, because the whole point of pain is to tell you that something is wrong. But if you are acting like nothing is wrong, there's no point for your brain to make those pain sensations. A lot of the time, chronic pain is neuroplastic or a learned response, especially when you don't actually have a proper physical issue that's wrong with you. And I know some people would say, well, dry eye is a physical issue. But the thing is, even though dry eye is a physical issue, and you will likely always have that physical issue, because that's the case with me, I have MGD where my glands literally don't do what they're supposed to do, you can have a physical issue. But the thing is, with dry eye, so many people have dry eye. There are literally people who have a tear breakup time that's 0, but they don't have symptoms. So that means it is possible to have physical dry eye but not feel any pain, and that's why I'm teaching the mind and body connection. I still went out to see my friends, I still went to the gym, I still went on walks, but the important thing is I didn't push through my symptoms. So if I was in severe pain, I would rest my eyes, I would close them, I'd put tea bags on them, because if you are pushing through, that can increase your fear and that increases the perception of danger. So you don't want to push through the pain. It's all about finding a balance between living your life and resting. I think that's where people are getting confused, because they think that I'm saying to completely ignore everything and push through things. That's not what I'm saying. I didn't overexert myself to prove that I'm normal and that everything is fine. I just had a balance of things. Healing isn't about fighting your symptoms, it's about teaching your nervous system safety. You and your body, you're on the same team. You aren't fighting each other, you're helping each other.